mind you can't control. Running wild, can't come down. My head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We gotta party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. Before I'm thinking I can feel like this, make me feel like this. We gotta party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. Before I'm thinking I can feel like this, make me feel like this. I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause I'd start over now. Rewind, and I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown, but we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom,
Welcome,
I'm
Susan.
going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I know I'm not easy, I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Give me just 1 second, y'all. 1 second, please. Well, hello, everyone. So good to see you all. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere in the world, anywhere on YouTube, anywhere in the internet, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is valuable, and I appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is November 29th, 2024. It is 6:27 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. So good to see you. Thank you all for joining me. Oh, Carmelita, thank you so much for gifting Pearl necklace. Really do appreciate that, my dear. If you received that pearl necklace, make sure you thank our dear Carmelita for gifting that pearl necklace. Very sweet of you, my love, and really do appreciate your support. Um, so a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about. There's my irony rose. Thank you, my love, for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. So kind of you, my dear. If you received that pearl necklace, make sure you thank our dear Irony Rose. She is a rose and as strong as iron. Very, very sweet of you, my love. I really do appreciate it, Irony Rose. You are very good to me, my dear. Um, we'll take a ride on the train trip here in just a little bit. Remy just had a bath and I just changed her and she is laying down right now after she gets a nice warm bath. She kind of chillaxes. So she did. This was like the best bath she'd ever done. Uh, she's getting better at it. She's getting better at it. So there's that. So we got that. Progress, right? Oh, mom first always. Thank you, Sugar Booger. That's so sweet of you. Gift in 5 pearl necklaces. So sweet of you, mom first always. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Let's beep mother chickens.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Stand clear
Hendersonville.
of the closing doors, please.
Beep mother chickens.
My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes.
Thank you so much, mom first always, Irony Rose, and Carmelita for gifting those pearl necklaces. And may I say, they look amazing on our new subs because their application has been approved. Thank you so much. Thank you. So just kind of waiting till some more people get in here. We don't want anyone to be late today, do we? We don't want anyone to be late. We don't want to hand out those late slips. Got a lot to talk about today, and I was listening to something Edgar said, and I never noticed it before. It's amazing how you can go back and listen to something. I want to hear your thoughts on this. And I'm going to play it here shortly. We're going to talk about a bunch of things. As you know, the last few days has been interesting, to say the least. We have gotten videos, photos of the day Sebastian went missing. And I got to tell you, when I saw Sebastian, there was a lot of emotions because he is perfectly fine. He's perfectly fine in those photos, in those videos. He's, got brand new shoes on, dressed nice, neat, impeccably clean, and just minutes to hours later, something happened. Something happened. What happened? I don't know. But I do believe, just in my opinion, that there are people that do know. Because I don't believe he ever walked off on his own accord. Did Nick put something on X? If he did, I'll pull that up as well. Justin, would you say KK appeared to be in a better mood than Sebastian? Yes. I mean, yeah. You know, I mean, especially like at the bowling alley. KK is, she's like, I don't know if she's talking to the cashier or something. And she's not laughing, but it's when you can tell someone is friendly talking, or, kind of with a grin on your face while you're talking. Sebastian looks like he's just along for the ride. And he looked rather bored, to be quite honest with you there. It's got to be a lot for him to do all that stuff in 2 days. Princess Justin, sorry about my rant text messages. I was really upset. I don't know what you mean, Princess. Did you message me a lot or something? Is that what it is? I'm so sorry, guys, if I don't respond, or it takes me a day or 10 to respond. I get a lot of messages and a lot of emails. Yeah, in my opinion, Nick is making some people nervous. Well, and then, we have last night that allegedly it went over the scanner that Dog, the bounty hunter, was in Hendersonville area. I don't know if it's true. If he was down there, if he wasn't down there, if it was, misinformation, or what. But I do, Betty. I do. Yes, I do. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you, my dear. Really do. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Really do appreciate you, my dear. It's very sweet of you. So, I don't know. But you can bet that Dog is working this case. You can bet he is, and you can bet his people are as well. So there's that. I was catching the members only on replay and got a notification. Thank you, Tori. Thank you. Hey, Jude. Much love, my sweetheart. Thank you. We did a members only very late last night. So members, if you want to watch that, it was a good members live. Had a great conversation. Thank you, Benson. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you, as my dear. Yesterday I sent you via text a long rant. It's frustrated. Yeah. I think it's it's time to get the show on the road. We're at 9 months hopefully we don't go into 2025 not knowing where Sebastian is. It's a wide range of what could have happened to Sebastian. But regardless, in my opinion, someone knows. Someone knows. Someone's. Or as the FBI says, those. I do believe this is foul play of some sort. Whether he's being hidden out or someone snapped. Maybe, I don't know. We'll just, that's what we're trying to find. But we're looking at the vehicle that was close to Katie's vehicle, and it looks like it could potentially be an Infinity, in my opinion. We're trying to figure out and get some more information on that. So we're just trying to see. And there is too many that are not going to stop until Sebastian is brought home. So there's that. Hold on 1 second. And we've got to figure out who this green hoodie is. The vehicle beside of KK, it's definitely an SUV, 1,000% an SUV. And you can see one of the headlights. And this person is linked to the, that person was parked right beside KK. And so that person in the green hoodie that gave KK, or she gave them something, in my opinion, they gave her something very quickly. Thank you. I see you. Is linked together. So we'll have to see. I was trying to say that someone should go back with different colors of sweatshirts and see what it looks like on their camera. Well, we got to remember that it's dark. It's dark when they are leaving. It gets dark in Hendersonville at the end of February. Remember, this is, we're close to the shortest day of the year during this time. And it gets dark at like 4 something. The days are very short. But there is lights on from the business. And obviously the cameras now, they have the infrared and technology and the night vision. But you can see color. I personally, based upon what I've seen and other information, I 1,000% still believe Sebastian made it home. I believe he still made it home. Cassie, thank you so much for renewing your membership. Oh, I need to do something. Thank you for reminding me. And Jeannie, thank you so much for becoming a Pearl. Y'all welcome Jeannie as our newest Pearl member. Okay, 1 second. Hold on. Let me do something here. Okay, maybe okay. I thought I had gifted. Okay, I've got gifted memberships on my next one. I've got gifted memberships on my next. On this evening when I go live on Pearl's channel, mods, if any of you are there, please remind me to gift memberships there because I can do it now. So there's that. Oh, Valerie, thank you so much for becoming a Pearl. Really appreciate you, my dear. Pearls look amazing on you and Jeannie. Y'all please welcome Valerie and Jeannie as our newest members of Pearls. Thank you. Really do appreciate your support, my dear. And Hot Mess member for 2 months, coming in clutch. Happy to be here in the curb. We all fam. Hashtag Pearls. Absolutely. Thank you, Hot Mess, my beautiful friend. Really do appreciate you. They can drop the iPhone or the iPad membership link. You just have to use it in a Chrome browser. In a Chrome browser. So if you just go to like a Chrome browser and pop it in there. I don't know. I actually haven't seen it. So let's go look at that now. Let's go look at that now because I honestly have not seen it. So here we go. We got a lot to talk about, a whole lot. I feel like finally we might be getting somewhere, praying to the good Lord. Marla, thank you so very much, my friend. Really do appreciate you. Welcome to the family, Marla. Good to see you. Pearls look amazing on you, darling. Y'all welcome Marla to the fam. Okay, 1 second. Why is my thing doing this? Bear with me. 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. All right. So this is from Nick 2 hours ago. The stage is set. People are going to be eating Christmas dinner while watching the House of Cards collapse. Our eyes are locked, and as soon the world will be too. What I think about that is they are working very hard. They're working very hard. I know a lot of people, not a lot, but there's people out there who don't take this seriously. But this is not the first case that At Night has been on. They've done a lot in the past. So there's that. 53 minutes ago, the truth lies not in what they utter, but in what they omit. Lies always cast shadows, and it is these shadows that they feared would be noticed. I think there has been, in my opinion, this misinformation or emotions getting in the way in this case, more about the three parents, how people feel about the three parents, than it has been about finding what we know or what could have happened, rather, to Sebastian. We've let our feelings get in the way because we don't like Seth, we don't like Chris, we don't like Katie. But I know it's an emotional thing, but it should never let you step out of the way of truly trying to find Sebastian. Right? No one, I've always, said, if for instance, you, God forbid, any of you had a kid missing, even if people didn't like you, fine, don't care. Just help me find my kid. That's all it should be about. Just help me find my kid. Justin, do we have any info on the scanner and dog's activity last night yet that could be shared? I don't know if I see you sent that to me yet or not, but I think I have like an hour's worth of it. I'll see here in just a little bit. We got so much stuff to cover today. And just the facts are in this is we know Seth was at work. Seth was at work. Period. Hating, fine, whatever. Don't like the things that he says, whatever. But if you can't admit that and say that he was at work from, nearly 13 hours, going on 13 hours, then you're not moving forward in any capacity in trying to find truth. You're just not. Wishing it or trying to will it into existence won't change anything. It won't change anything. Seth was at work. Katie was at the house. Sebastian, in my opinion, was at the house. Some people don't think so. Katie says he was. That is how, in my opinion, law enforcement is operating. I didn't see them around, investigating more at the restaurant than I did at the house. They've been back to the house several times. And Chris claims he was in Mississippi. We know where 3 out of 4 people 100%, in my opinion, was. 3 out of 4. Why won't the 4th person not that anyone owes it, right? But why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Why won't you? Because whenever you're not showing clarity to the public, whenever you're using semantics and being, in my opinion, deceptive about lie detector test, in my opinion, when you will say you was there after the 5th up until the morning Sebastian went missing, you just can't tell the dates. But you say you're not involved, but you can't tell the dates. Somebody that claims that he was 3.5 hours away the night Sebastian went missing. You can't talk about the weekend that before Sebastian went missing. Seth can say where he was all weekend. Katie and Sebastian can say where they were all weekend and what they done. But you can't say where you was, where you went, and you were 3.5 hours away, allegedly. Why would it matter if you tell us you was at, Phyllis's diner on Saturday in a place in Mississippi? Why? This is a question. Could it be you weren't there? Could it be you were in Mississippi and you also at times weren't in Mississippi? I mean, you are the one that said law enforcement doesn't need to do a polygraph on me because they know where I was. But in the beginning, you said you took a lie detector test. Passed. The answer is passed. And then, and I hate this term, but it is the truth, gaslit the world. I didn't say who or when. Didn't say who or when. Well, the question was, sir, did you and your wife take and pass a polygraph? That was the question. First time it was passed. The second time is yes. When they said, did you take the polygraph and pass? The answer was yes. And then the person giving the interview says for the third time, guys, he said he took the polygraph and passed. And that's when he speaks up again and he says, no, I didn't. I didn't say who, and I didn't say when. I think that's what he said. Something to that effect. I didn't say who, and I didn't say when, or I didn't say what or where. Well, then why do you have to run semantics about you taking a polygraph? You either say, yes, I took a damn polygraph, or no, I didn't. You have every right to take one or not take one. You have every right. You don't have to take a polygraph. That is your absolute right. Yes, please use in my opinion, allegedly, or to the best of my recollection, knowledge, understanding. If it is not a fact, just please do that for us. It's a great way that people knows that it's your opinion versus other. So why would you say that? He also brags about how they easy to, oh yeah, yeah. After he allegedly takes this polygraph, and Seth asked TBI if he could take polygraphs anywhere else. And they never stopped anyone. They never stop anyone from taking a polygraph. If it has nothing to do with their investigation and their polygrapher giving the test to their certain questions, it doesn't matter. You can go and take 2011 polygraphs till the day of judgment anywhere else, because the questionings will be different and all of that. So there's that. I want to thank Jerry Lynn. Thank you so much, my friend, for becoming a pearl. Nancy, pearls look amazing on you. Y'all, please welcome Jerry Lynn to the Pearl family. Dog's so cute, Jerry Lynn. And want to thank TG's wife. Thank you for 4 continuous months, my friend. Really do appreciate you. Please keep my family in your prayers. We buried my dad on Tuesday. TG's, absolutely. Y'all, please keep TG's wife in your prayers. That is one of the hardest things we can go through. I've been there. I understand. And it does feel like your world is collapsing at times. It will get better, even though it feels like it's not. It will. And it does. In the first year is the hardest. First year. and give yourself time. Don't put any expectations on how you're supposed to feel, how much you're supposed to cry or not cry. Don't put any stipulations on that. So we'll keep you in our prayers, TG. Absolutely. Thank you for your support. Sebastian's crew. Whoop, whoop. Thank you so much, my friend. Really do appreciate you. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much for your support, my dear. There's Jen and Don. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate you, Jen and Don. Good to see you. Y'all, welcome Jen and Don back to being a member. Shell, hello, darling. Good to see you, Miss Beautiful. Dustin, thank you for all you're doing to keep Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' name out there. I love your channel and content, and the fact that you won't entertain the drama. You're such an upstanding woman. Thank you so much, Shell. Thank you so much. I don't know about the young part, but thank you. Thank you. I'm halfway to 80, so I don't know about the young part, but thank you. Really do appreciate the support, Shell. Thank you. And Veronica, hey, there's my darling. Just respect the truths that the roles here with intelligence. Yes, thank you so much, Veronica. Really do appreciate you, my beautiful friend. Thank you for all you do, Veronica. Really do appreciate you. And Lady for Justice, thank you, my dear. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you for your support. Joe, mommy won't be able to get you out of this one, CP, in my opinion. Thank you for your support, Joe. I don't think, whoever did this, I don't think, it's going to be on their shoulders. It's going to be on theirs where they have to stand. Sweet tea and sunflowers. Hello, my darling. Thank you so much for renewing that membership. Good to see you, my love. Hope you are well. Holly, hello, my darling. So many inconsistencies in their interviews. It is amazing, the inconsistencies and the behavior. The inconsistencies, the behavior, the actions about that morning, the disparaging, and the lack of the community trying to rally around all three parents, and they don't reciprocate, right? They won't, even in the neighborhood, they wouldn't go to the vigil of just the neighbors. What do they say? We invited them on here, but they have declined. Even in the beginning, breaking their silence. Amber, thank you, darling. What happened? What about the supposed incident at the gas station in Lebanon, Tennessee around 5:30 a.m. February 26th? A dark collared truck, similar color to CP's, was spotted with a teen who was wearing glasses and was asleep inside. From what I understand, that did not pan out to the best of my knowledge, Amber. I believe JLR went and looked in that. Seth looked into that, and others. I think it just didn't pan out, if I recall correctly. but it's interesting. You know, I think it's convenient that the evening allegedly before Sebastian goes missing, that stepdad is working on someone's vehicle. I think that's rather convenient, in my opinion. It's rather convenient, isn't it? So that gives me pause as well. You know. Yeah. Thank you, my dear. Justin, you're doing a great job. Thank you, dude. I just text you a pic. Love you, and sweet Remy Pearl. Thank you so much, Yaya, for 2 continuous months. Really do appreciate you. Mag, thank you, my love. They might get an invitation those don't want. Perhaps. You know, I'm not here to say anyone is guilty of anything. I ask the questions that a lot of us all have, and the behavior that is really inconsistent with the majority of parents' behavior on when their child walks out on their own. You know, if, you know, your child, God forbid, walked out on their own, you would think you would draw. Wait, what was blocked? Who blocked wait, what? Let me check. 1 second, y'all. All right, wait, what? You should be good. Don't block. Wait, what? Don't do that. Hey, Star. Thank you so much for becoming a pro, my dear. Really appreciate you. Hope you've been well, Star. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, my love. And paper. That's Justin. Keep digging. We're getting closer. We are all doing. We're all trying. Right? Justin, how you can have Nick come on panel to give. He is here now. If Nick wants to come on panel, he's welcome to come on panel. He knows he's always welcome to come on panel. But I don't want to force him. I don't want to, you know, make him feel pressured or anything like that. If he wants to say something verbally, he can. He's welcome to always come up here. He's welcome to say it here, on his own channel, on X. So yeah, I don't want to pressure anyone to, you know, talk if they're busy or they just don't want to talk or whatever the reason is. But what I do want to talk about is a few things. And I was replaying something, one of Edgar's words, and did you verify that Chris and was at work, or did BHB misspeak? I don't know. I guess I missed that. All right. I want to show y'all something here. Might have to, it might be a little low on here. Hey, Annabelle. But if it is, turn your volume up as high as you can.
watch the shows. They call these 911 shows, and people are freaking out on the phone. I need this. I need that. Well, calm down, calm down, calm down. You know, it takes them forever. I'm simple. My life was a mess.
It does not take them forever, number one. Number two, the moment you say whether you need police, fire, ambulance, I don't know if Dispatch Crystal is in here. She works obviously for dispatch. They are on their way. The moment you say whether you need police, fire, or ambulance, they are on their way. They will continue to gather information from you, and then they will report that as they are on their way. But it's nothing, you know, and of course you're panicked when you call 911. Normally it's an emergency.
You know, she's calling me because I'm the husband. Yes, this is our house. You know, if there was something major going on or something, she needed a 911 paramedic at the house, I'm sure she's called 911 and got a paramedic.
If there was something major going on, I'm sure she would have called 911, a paramedic. You say you woke up and your kid was gone. That's pretty ass major. I mean, I don't really know anything. One second. Sorry about that. What was my last comment? One second.
There was something major going on.
Okay. Yeah, if there was something major going on, she would have called. She would have called 911. But isn't the reason why you said before you didn't call, she didn't call 911 and you didn't call, which if you couldn't call because you were 3.5 freaking hours away, but is because you didn't want to get the ring around, you know, calling 911 and transferring you to this and transferring you to that. He makes it sound like it's this big hoop to call 911. Yep. Yep. Took them 30 minutes to call. Actually, 36 minutes, I believe. I mean, the reason it's only 3 numbers is so everyone can remember it. And it's simple. That's the whole point about calling 911. Spoke to the neighbors. They say that is BS because some of them have called 911 for other reasons. But listen,
Something she needed a 911 paramedic at the house. I'm sure she's called 911 and got a paramedic. You know, we didn't know what was going on at the very moment. So she did what she did. She called me. We talked, we did this, we'll look.
She didn't know what was going on. Well, I don't think anyone would know what was going on if you just woke up and saw your kid missing. I mean, I do understand that, but I don't understand all the franticness after that. And you said, did you check here? Did you check here? Did you check there? And you said, stop immediately. Stop. I'm a black or white kind of person. Immediately called the sheriff's office. Immediately. That's what you said.
This was that. Next thing you know, hang tight. Bloop. And I called the sheriff's office. And I got directly
Listen,
through the sheriff's office,
listen.
immediately called the dispatch, gave him the call.
I immediately called the sheriff's office, and then I immediately called dispatch. So you had to call 2 different numbers, and that's supposed to make it more quick? You see what I'm saying? I immediately called the sheriff's office and then immediately called dispatch. When you call the sheriff's office, by the way, it was before their normal hours where they take calls. Hello, you've reached the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Is the first thing that is said. Did he not get an answer? Did he not talk to anybody? Or did they just say, hang up and call 911? The neighbors debunked that Justin said 3 minutes ago. What's that, Holly? If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. So then he calls dispatch. I guess he called dispatch non-emergency line. Yes, they weren't open yet. Now, does it mean the sheriff's office is, there's nobody there? No, it doesn't mean that. Someone's always at a police station. But it's before, yes, Lakeside. But he said, called the dispatcher. Listen to this again.
He called me. We talked, we did this, we'll look this, we'll look that. Next thing you know, hang tight. Bloop. And I called the sheriff's office. And I got directly through the sheriff's office, immediately called the dispatch, gave him the call. Within, I think, 10 minutes of that call, they were at the house. I mean, it was a very fast response.
Chris, do you think that Seth had anything to do with the disappearance of his child?
No.
100%.
Listen to that. Hold on.
He called me. We talked, we did this, we'll look this, we'll look that. Next thing you know, hang tight. Bloop. And I called the sheriff's office. And I got directly through the sheriff's office, immediately called the dispatch, gave him the call. within, I think, 10 minutes of that call, they were at the house. I mean, it was a very fast response.
He always says 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. It was 36. Was it 36 minutes before the time they was on the phone with dispatch to the time KK called him? And Barb said Chris phoned Blanche's number. I've got a Blanche. Hold on, I've got a Blanche soundbite.
Better late than Blanche.
Pregnant.
Did you hear it?
Better late than Blanche.
Pregnant.
Better late than Blanche.
Pregnant.
Better.
Better late than Blanche. Pregnant. Come on, Blanche. I should have named my monkey Blanche. I swear, I should have named her Blanche. Wasn't the lady on Golden Girls named Blanche? Yes. Yes. I'm a connoisseur when it comes to the Golden Girls. So 36 minutes. And yes, he did message Seth first. But it was not to ask where Sebastian might be or if he has seen or heard from Sebastian. Why would you not ask that? In my opinion, the number he called was the number in his contact, in my opinion. Hold on a second. Let me look at something. Sumner County, Tennessee dispatch number. So, from what I understand, I guess you call the non-emergency number, which is essentially the non-emergency number. In my opinion, that's what he's using as dispatch. Text purely stalling rather than calling directly to the jail. They had the emergency contacts according to Seth. CPN is, let me know the dispatcher allegedly. I mean, a missing child is definitely emergency. Was he routed through dispatch? I don't see how he could be routed through dispatch because the office wasn't open at that time. He says he called the sheriff's office and then called dispatch is how he uses it. I think it sounds better to say, this is my opinion, dispatch than it does actually saying I called the non-emergency number. Because I'm looking at the phone numbers here. There's the only dispatch that they have is 911 and the non-emergency number. Look at this. look at here. When seconds count, right? This is for Sumner County. Please call 911 to request ambulance, fire, or police response, or go to your nearest emergency room. Assign emergency calls to responding units, the telecommunicators, the operators, units in the field using computer-aided dispatch. Assign emergency calls to responding units in the field using computer-aided dispatch. 911 call taker, gather vital information and documenting that information as quickly and as accurately as possible. Sumner County Emergency Communication is the, quote, pulse of the community, end quote. When disastrous incidents happen within our community, the E911 telecommunicator is essentially the first responder. The E911 center is staffed and trained professionals responsible for receiving the 911 services. Where is this? For non-emergency, please call 911 to request ambulance, fire, or police responses, or go to your nearest emergency room. For non-emergency situations, please call 615-451-3838. There you go. There's the number. How is he making all these calls while he was working on top of that crane? Good question, Maria. That is very dangerous. And by the way, he is not supposed to have a phone up there. That is certainly an OSHA violation. It is a violation through the union as well. And so the max prison, and every phone going in and out is recorded. That's why. Yeah. Yep. I believe that's why the 911, I believe that's partly the reason why 911 wasn't called either. Right? The 911 operator will ask questions that are designed to produce a safe, appropriate response in the least amount of time possible. Imagine that. Please be sure that you are cooperative when speaking with the operator and provide as much relevant information as possible. The operator is trying to help you. By providing good information, you will expedite the process and ensure the best results for all concerned. So, there it is. And the important piece of information to know when calling 911 is to address where the emergency is occurring, whether it's at a house, a business, a highway, or a residential area. It is vital that the first responders know the address of the emergency so that the situation can be dealt with as quickly as possible. There's only two numbers, 911 and the non-emergency number. That's it. That's it. Thank you, Lakeside, my love. Appreciate. Still saving my PTO to attend the criminal trial I hope takes place, seeking justice for Sebastian. Love you, Justin and Pearl. I love you too, my dear. Thank you. And Justin, Chris McDonough stated that any calls coming into that sheriff's office most certainly would be recorded. Yes. I wish Tennessee was easier to FOIA things. Number one, and number two, they wouldn't give it to you right now because of it's still an active open investigation. But I do believe one day we will hear those calls and look forward to that day. So there's that. All right, now listen to this. Maybe. 1 second. Let me refresh. Damn it. 1 second.
Directly through the sheriff's office, immediately called the dispatch, gave the call. Within, I think, 10 minutes of that call, they were at the house. I mean, it was a very fast response.
Also,
Chris, do you think that Seth had any?
What about the fact that he says that he was on the phone almost the entire time? How could you not be on the phone the entire time if you're on a three-way call? And if you was on the phone almost the entire time, yeah, I know you, Seth. I realize you're the Seth that's in here now. Seth, what I think it is, to be quite honest with you, I think Seth thought you were being a troll, like creating an account, making up the name Seth. To be honest with you, I think that's what it was. I don't think it's nothing personal or anything like that, but I'll tell him when next time I talk to him, I'll tell him about that you are a legit Seth person. But I recognize you, Seth. But he says he was on the phone almost the entire time. Well, you would have to be on the phone the entire time because you were on a three-way call. And if KK was too distraught to talk to anybody, the way you say that, I was on call most of the time, it sounds like KK was the one doing the talking when y'all were on the three-way call together. So if she could have spoken while she's driving around looking for Sebastian, couldn't she have done the same just by calling 911?
Thing to do with the disappearance of his child?
No.
100% at your soul, you don't believe you,
I don't
Katie,
feel
or
he
Seth?
does. No, absolutely not. And everybody will has their own opinions, but Seth was at work.
So even Chris says Seth was at work. His timestamps and everything says Seth was at work. So let's move
After I got off
along.
the phone with law enforcement, I told Katie, I said, I'll call you right back. Next phone call, the immediately next phone call I made.
Hold on a second. What? Wait a minute.
I got off the phone with law enforcement. I told Katie, I said, I'll call you right back.
Hold on. Let me get this.
Everybody will has their own opinions, but Seth was at work. After I got off the phone with law enforcement, I told Katie, I said, I'll call you right back.
After I got off the phone with law enforcement. You or we got off the phone with law enforcement? I just now noticed that. I told Katie I would call her right back. Right. I thought they were on three-way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, Chris made the phone call, not Katie. I don't think Katie was even on three-way. I believe you're welcome, Seth. I believe there was a three-way call. But let me listen to that again. 1 second. Let's listen to that again.
No, absolutely not. And everybody has their own opinions, but Seth was at work. After I got off the phone with law enforcement, I told Katie, I said, I'll call you right back.
I told Katie I'll call you right back. I mean, well, with three-way, he got off the phone, hung up with dispatch, then let Katie go. That sounds like a three-way, just my opinion. Yes, but I mean, he says he immediately calls Seth. Listen.
Phone call, the immediately next phone call I made was directly to Seth.
What time was the actual phone call to Seth? Not the text, the phone call. Okay. So that can't be true. Listen, if he called at 6:22 and he wasn't on phone with dispatch until 6:36, then he texts Seth and then he calls Seth, but he says he's on the phone with law enforcement and then he calls Seth. But the dispatch, he doesn't call dispatch until 6:30 something. So that is not true, in my opinion. And police don't arrive at the home till 7:03. Literally 1 hour to the dot from when she calls Chris. Yeah, because he says he calls law enforcement on three-way. He says he calls Sumner County, and then he calls dispatch, and then he hangs up and he says, I'll call you back. I immediately called Seth. But that's not true. He texts Seth, then he called Seth, and then he calls 911, the dispatch. In my opinion, KP called CP. He hung up with KP, called Seth, then calls law enforcement, then calls mommy, then calls. He actually admitted that he called his mother, and he says he told her to go over there. Now, but the problem is, Mommy Socks says she doesn't get there until after, her words, quote, after 10:30 a.m. But in my opinion, that's not true either. She had to be there before 10:30, in my opinion. Thank you, Lakeside. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Thank you, my love. Much love to you. Thank you, Mini Panthers. KP is a chameleon, blending in every situation, personality needed. In my opinion, he's not afraid of CP. Both reptiles, in my opinion. He should be sleeping with one eye open. You mean sleeping with one eye open from KK? Katie? I don't think she's a shrinking violet. I don't think so at all.
Immediately. I called his phone. It went to voicemail. I didn't leave a voicemail. I sent him a text. As soon as you get this, call
He actually texted and then he called.
me immediately. 911. Still to this day, that's exactly what
And he uses the 911 text but doesn't call 911. The irony. The irony.
He called me and I told him, and I'll never forget that conversation. I won't.
Not yet, Lolo.
Nope. But I told him. He went to the house. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just don't know what people want. I mean, people are going to want their own answers and their own theories, but I promise you, it is very straight, black and white, no gray area. It's right down the middle.
And
here it is.
Well, no, there's a lot. It's actually not black and white. Yeah, don't be mad, but Sebastian's missing. It's kind of odd. Yes, Tennessee nurse, people want the truth. It's not black and white. And not only that, we can't even get CP to say where he definitely was. It's not black and white. I wish he would show that to put an end to it. Oh, me too, girl, mom. Me too, girl.
And Chris, I realize that people are speculating that your mother was there
Listen,
at the house when Seth arrived. And everyone's like, oh, Chris's mom was there. And I'm like, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know what Katie and the relationship between Katie and Chris's mother was like. And Chris probably called his mother to have her go over there and be with Katie until he could get there to comfort Katie.
Yes, I did that. I did ask my mom to go to my house.
See?
Yes.
That's what I have been trying to tell people.
Here's a little.
So he freely says, yes, I did call my mom to tell her to go to Katie's house. Do you think mom is going to wait from 6:30, 7 a.m. until after 10:30 a.m.? 4 hours? You think she's going to wait 4 hours until she gets there? I don't. February 27th at 5:52 a.m., very early in the morning. This is when Melissa says, "Hey everyone, this is my nephew. He is high functioning verbal autistic. He walked out of the house in the middle of the night with his glasses, a small flashlight, and no shoes. We have been searching. We have been searching since 6:30 a.m. yesterday. They are searching 10 miles around the house, but I'm worried that he may have gotten in the back seat of a car, fell asleep, and woke up after someone got to their job and got out of the car. ... It's possible. ... I'm trying to think outside of the box to help find him. Ugh, it's just so hard. You never know how these kids think. Please keep a lookout. Thanks." They said they've been looking since 6:30. And I think it's interesting how there was a car in the early hours. And it may have been traveling to work, but I don't believe Sebastian just walked in the middle of the night and got in a car, and someone got in their car and said, not heard, not Sebastian didn't wake up, or they didn't see, or there wasn't anyone else in the car, they wasn't taking their kids to school or whatever. That would be almost very, very, very low chance. Surely she didn't think he was in a car and come from Gallatin. That is where she lives, right? I don't know. She said we've been looking since 6:30. But there is another thing here. Let me see if I can find it really quickly. That is pretty interesting here, because Mama Cakes, oops, wrong one. Mama Cakes says she wasn't there. And this wasn't too long ago either when she said this. It's not like in the beginning of when this happened. It's been fairly recently she said this. And when she said this, a lot of alarm bells went up, because I don't believe that Mama Cakes is going to wait 4 hours to go over there, especially when Seth says she was already there. Her and others were already there. So that's a problem, in my opinion. Bear with me, I'm trying to find it here. Why after 10:30? I mean, you remember there was a lot of reports, rumor that she was actually seen at 5 something in the morning at right down below the house. Now, to the best of my knowledge, that hasn't been confirmed. I know the store has surveillance. All right, I think I got it here. Okay, here it is. This is very important right here. Because he just said he called his mom for her to come over. Yeah. Someone asked Miss Bowerfoot, since you're on here, maybe you can help clear up some speculation. If you don't mind, could you please answer a few questions? Number 1, can you tell us if you were at Worsham's the morning Sebastian was reported missing? ? Number 2, what time did you arrive at Katie's house the morning Sebastian was reported missing? Number 3, and finally, the Alaska question. Why did you guys drive all the way and take a private jet at the border? Why not just fly the whole way on a commercial airline? Thank you. Praying for Sebastian to be found soon. Miss Bowersocks responds, Jessica, number 1, no, meaning she says she was not at Worsham's at early in the morning. Number 2, the question is, what time did you arrive at Katie's house the morning Sebastian was reported missing? She says after 10:30 a.m. Right there. After 10:30 a.m. Number 3, the question is, and the Alaska question, why did you guys drive all the way, then take a private jet to the border? Why not just fly the whole way on a commercial airline? She responds, this did not happen. Whoever did this course, this scenario is completely evil and delusional. They are the same people who created the crap for clicks and views and subscription payments. All prayers for Sebastian. So she really doesn't answer that question, number 3, which I find interesting as well. She did not answer that question. Why don't you answer the question? This did not happen. So is she saying that they didn't drive across the country? Is that what she's saying? Because if that's what she's saying, isn't that what Chris said, that they were driving to wherever and then they were getting on a plane to Alaska with their friends for work? Am I wrong? Can someone? And she only posted once about Sebastian being missing. She hasn't posted the flyer, made a post, done a search, gone to a vigil, none. Guys, this Seth in chat is not Seth Rogers. His name is Seth, and it has nothing to do with Sebastian. His name just happens to be Seth. He is not a troll or anything like that under a screen name Seth. So I want to make that clear. So she just denies the answer. I guess I see where Edgar gets it from. The question is, why did you guys drive all the way and take a private jet at the border? Why not fly the whole way on a commercial plane? She just says, this did not happen. Whoever, yeah, so did you not go to Alaska? Did you not drive across the country? Did you, like, what did not happen? That she, not even specific. She's just saying, deny, redirect. Yes. Exactly. And you wonder. But then question 2 is 10:30. Didn't get there till 10:30. That's a problem, if you ask me. Oh, Irony, thank you, love. Thank you, sweeties. Really. If you guys receive one of those memberships, make sure you give our sweet Irony a big, big thank you. Hold on. Hers woke up. So which one is it? Which one is it? Because if I remember correctly, didn't Edgar say that he had to go clean out her RV so they could, because they were going out of town on a trip, right? Am I missing something here? There. Oh, yeah. Yes, he did. Okay. No, I'm not muted. All right. Now, I'm not muted. You have no volume. You have no volume, Skip to Malu. You have no volume, darling. Trying not that Seth with your name and trying. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's continue this.
Cool little tidbit. So you know how certain, like, I don't know, certain phone companies have these trackers for their phones to track their kids and things like that.
Right.
So we have that. And it's not just me and Katie and the kids, it's actually my whole family's involved with it. And we have that Life 360 on our phones. And if people.
So it's not just him, they all have this Life 360. Do you know how easy that would be to just show it? Right? And I can tell you 100% that KK at the restaurant has an Apple Watch on. Did they check that Apple Watch? What guess? But guess what? I understand that why Sebastian phone is in the kitchen. Yeah. Justin is the same one she had in the court. Can you send me a screenshot of the one she had in court? Thank you, Star. Can we call his arguments the crystal method? Yes. The crystal method. Which was it?
Give that guy a fine.
Yes. We will call it the crystal method.
Here is more proof.
Right? I think the gaming system was planted in Sebastian's room. All electronics taken at bedtime. Wait a second. Was the gaming system was in Sebastian's room, right? So, do you mean to tell me that there's a gaming system in Sebastian's room and she heard him messing around in his room and let him stay up later while she's on the phone, and she don't think he's on it? You don't think he would be on it? You think he would just rather sit there and play with paper clips and pennies? Yes, Mohawk. Yep. Seth said it was the switch was in his room plugged in when he got there. But didn't he also say that Edgar allegedly said he was hacked? Doesn't Bobby's description of people walking in the neighborhood with night vision very similar to those outside of Texas Roadhouse connected? I don't know what you mean. As in how? What do you mean sounds similar? Yes. Because remember, she said the reason he wasn't allowed to do something is because she told Seth that she was like he would never get off of it or something like that. PlayStation, I think, was not in the bedroom. Bobby said the night vision goggles guy was tall and skinny. There's a lot of... Well, the tall and skinny guy in the camera, I'm not as concerned about. I am concerned about that person in the green that it looks like in the green that there was some type of handing something. They're in a SUV. There were 2 incidents reported that CPS, yet CP only admits to 1. Is it possible that one that is sealed was actually against KP and there was a CP word salad game? Nicole, this is my opinion. And my opinion is there was 2 against Edgar and there was 1 against KK. And they're not being truthful about that, in my opinion. Because he freely says, oh, this was the person that was at our house before. And Edgar act like he just knew exactly who she was. Oh, hey, it's you again. Oh, hey. True, Sebastian's crew. Yep. The thing is that, to the best of my understanding, so allegedly, there was one in, okay, girl mom, there was one in December and there was one in January. And in my opinion, both of those were on Edgar. And of course, they opened one when Sebastian went missing as well. If he'd sold it, so you can see Sebastian's ring. Oh, interesting. Thank you for that. I forgot about that. So this is the old home before they lived on Stafford. And would you drink your milk? 1 second, guys. If we get to 1,000 thumbs up, we have a chicken party. And I'm just saying, you don't want to miss it. We have a good time. It is the chicken party of all mother chicken parties. Isn't it, Pearl? Have you ever had a chicken party with a monkey? Huh. Let me tell you. Baby. You don't know. Unless you know. And you've hit that thumbs up button. And you've had that chicken party before. No, Ginger, she's biting the hell out of my pearl necklace. That's all she's doing. That's all she's doing. We're going to get to this because there's furniture in here, and I want to talk about the furniture. She just had a bath. Oh, hers had a bath, and she had a nap, didn't hers? And you're obsessed with my necklace. Justin, the person who took out the trash, was wearing a hoodie. In my opinion, I know a lot of you don't think that Sebastian took out the trash. I do, for a few different reasons. In one of my hypotheses, I believe that Edgar tells the most amount of truth he can, even when it doesn't make sense. Like, Sebastian doesn't have his shoes. Like, yes, all the doors were locked when she woke up. Doesn't make sense that he's not here. He would have been seen on camera if he went out the front door. And it doesn't make sense. But Katie said Sebastian took out the trash. Edgar also says that when his room is messed up, at times, if he doesn't clean his room, he goes in there, he starts chucking stuff in the trash, and he makes Sebastian take it out to the trash and then take it out to the curb. He doesn't just say, I make Sebastian take it to the trash. He says, I make him take it to the trash and then take it to the curb, which is interesting. And I don't believe Katie would have stated that Sebastian took out the trash unless he took out the trash, because they know where the cameras are. They've talked about the cameras across the street. I think in one of my hypotheses, which is not a fact, that Chris says as well that Katie has stopped me before from throwing his stuff out. That had to be a pretty big deal, in my opinion, if KK said stop. But I wonder if that night, if he was made to throw out something and he takes it out to the curb, maybe something, his prized possession, something that he loves. Was that why they were at the landfill? Were they looking for something? But after Sebastian comes in from the house in this hypothesis, it gets ugly or heated and someone flies off. Edgar has a history of throwing people's shit out. He admits it with Sebastian. He has talked about when his ex-wife was down in there. He said he packed up all of her stuff. He put it in a storage building, and he gave her the key. Nina says that she was walking in her house one day. Edgar's there, and he's coming off down the steps with her toddler son's baby bed, who is giving it allegedly to the neighbor. His own words. His own words. All three, well, no, 2 out of 3 stories is his own words. Just it. All right. Here is that house. Very similar doorway, foyer as his old house. Right? Beautiful home. Now, this is when they were selling it. This is the furniture of Edgar and KK's at the time. Well, yeah, it is sterile, but you have to do that when you're selling a house. You have to. They want you to get rid of all the knickknacks and stuff. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Thought I smelled something burning or something. Let me make myself smaller here so y'all can see these better. In the beginning, Seth and Kathy sex was where he got, which was around 8 a.m. in my opinion. Seth said that Kathy Bowersox was there when he got there, which was around 8 p.m. in my opinion. Yeah. No, it's not monkey poo. The house looks tiny. No, it's not tiny. It's not a tiny house. I was trying to see what those plates were. Oh, there we go. They're just regular plates. I thought they were like military plaques or something. So, you know, it's a nice home. It's beautiful. But what I want to get to is the bedroom. Is what I'm here for. Right. Now, from what I understand, most of the like furniture, they got, I think, yeah, this is the old house. From what I understand, they got new furniture when they moved, a lot of new furniture. No, Brandy, this is the old house, baby. Yes, this is the house they sold previously to where they are now. Okay, this is probably the master bedroom. I have a very similar bed. I'm going to exchange it now. New wives, new houses, new campers. I mean, you got to give him that. He apparently likes to move. Justin, was the shoes that Sebastian had on at Texas Roadhouse still at the house? Yes. Yep. They were, you could tell they were brand new. CP told us that KP stopped him from throwing out Sebastian's stuff. If KP was a victim of DV from CP, she never stand up to CP ever. So in my opinion, KP being afraid of CP is not true. I don't think she's in my opinion, I don't think she's afraid. I think she's likes her lifestyle. God, you are hyper. You are one hyper girl. One hyper girl. Okay. Let's get to this bedroom. Okay, garden tub, washroom. Okay. Here's appears to be a girl's bedroom. Cute, very cute. Collars and all of that, right? Looks to have a good bed, mattress. How about that? Let's talk about that mattress. You quit. I love you. Okay. Bathroom. Okay. Here's Sebastian's room at the time. Yes, all shoes have been accounted for. That is something all three parents have said. Right. Oh, thank you, Tennessee nurse. I'm sorry, honey, I missed that. I apologize. Good to see you. Tennessee nurse says, Justin, which interview did he mention cleaning of the camper for the trip? I thought I was the only one who remembered him saying that. He said other significant things, and I've been wanting to re-listen. Much love. I think that was Clues, and I believe that has been taken down, but someone may have that clip. But yeah, I remember hearing it. That was weird. Oh my God, Donna is late. Hold on, y'all. Donna B to the office. Oh my God, this monkey. Donna B to the office, please. We need a late slip for Donna B. Let's give her a fine.
Give that guy a fine.
There we go. You are late for the tea. Okay, sorry. Yes. I think that's, I'm pretty sure that is it was on Clues, but I remember hearing that for sure. I need to dig through all of my stuff. I might have it even, because I get so much stuff sent to me. Justin, you should get a fake chew toy and pearls to wear so Remy can chew on those while she's teething. You should get a fake chew toy of pearls. All these pearls are fake, so it is a fake chew toy. No, but I understand what you mean. I should probably. You're home, and Elizabeth. I mean, there's not a lot in there. Does Remy have a place she can climb and play? Yes, but they actually don't climb or really play at this age unless it's like on you or maybe on the floor next to you, because they don't go far. She's just a couple months old, so now in the next couple months it's going to be different. She's going to have literally a whole jungle gym. Aren't you, mama? Look, there's a TV in the bedroom. Is there? Oh yes, there is. That's interesting. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,186 square feet. Is that an aquarium? What is that? Or that's a tote. That's a tote, sorry. There's a dresser, a piggy bank, a tote, a TV. That's it. Yeah. It's staged. Yeah. I mean, that's the actual, but that's the actual furniture. I mean, this was the actual furniture. So there's that. I thought it was aquarium first too, plant lady. I thought it was a reptile tank or something too, but I think it's a tote, isn't it? Let me hold on. It's a tote. It's 100% a tote. I just checked. Yeah. Now, this looks like to be a loft area where they chillax. And then the outside. Nice back deck. They have a nice backyard here. I mean, I would rather have this backyard, personally, me, than I would where they live at now. I like something I can do in a yard. Where are they planning to move? No, this is where they lived before Legally Blonde. This is not their current. This is their old home. Look at the little playhouse. Now that's nice. Riding mower. Nice backyard. Right. Okay. Photos from above. Right. Just, I mean, here it is. Big backyard. But what ifs, Tennis. Very Stepford Wives. Their old house on Remington has 2 small playhouses in the backyard. Has anyone looked in? I would doubt it would be anything there, if you ask me. All right, let's go. Let me go back to this because I want to finish playing this, and then we're going to get on with some. Damn, what'd I do with it? Okay.
Stop to, and this is what I was leading to, but if people would just stop and think about this, the first 8 days, there's not one aspect of mine, Katie's, or Seth's life that has not been combed through 20 times over. I'm sorry that you're thinking wrong, because it has happened.
It's interesting he says the first 8 days, because after those 8 days, that's when they said they're going back and looking again, and they're moving toward an investigation. They're more on the more investigative approach. It's if talking with RV might be able to see if it was in use between 6 a.m., 12 a.m., and 6 a.m. Yes. The hands interview, the reporter asked, "How are you doing with this?" Meaning Edgar. And he says, "It's rough." And then he goes in about the public opinion on his perception of how people view them. That wasn't even the question. He just says, "It's rough, but people think this and people think that, talking about nothing about Sebastian in that.
Happen. Every family member, any direct family member that we've had contact with, and I'm sure they reached out to Seth's side too and did the same thing. I mean, everybody who had a possibility, they have interviewed, they have alibis, they've got evidence that, this person was here at this time, this person was here at this time, and that's what kind of upset me that night on that show when Seth said that. Because Seth knows that my mom was interviewed. He knows. I mean,
Well, that's not what Seth said. Of course he knows everyone's been interviewed. Seth asked if she was there that morning at the gas station because it had been going around. Hey, PG. Hey, darling. That's what he asked. And that's when he goes into a tirade and says, "You know where my mom was. She wasn't around, Sebastian." All that. I hate my backyard. It's heavily on the other side of a hill. Oh, cuckoo, cuckoo. Thank you, darling. For 5 continuous months, we have never seen photos of inside garage or even doors open. You can't even find house plans. I do have one photo of one of the garage doors, maybe both. Yes, it took a lot to get him. Well, I can try to pull him up here in a little bit. It's like a garage, and then there's the second garage door is just like where you store a car. It just fits a car. It's not open. It's just a garage with 3 walls and a door. Like you can only fit a car in it.
law enforcement here was there in my house and they told us all about it. I mean, it's, it's so simple that it's probably a very boring case if you took away all the crap.
Yep, probably just a boring case. Probably just a boring case. Never heard anyone say that their child's case is boring. You would want every single person on the planet to be interested in this case, not boring. Yes, boring. If you take out this and you take out this, it's just another boring case. I don't think this is boring. You know what? Maybe if he would show that, I don't know, where he was that weekend, with that Life 360 and that timestamp, and we got some answers, it might not be so, we might have less to talk about. Prove it. Yeah, boring.
is just a simple, we have a 15-year-old autistic child that is missing. And unfortunately, the best part about it is he has managed to do this without any evidence left behind whatsoever. It's so simple that it's probably a very boring case if you took away all the crap. It's just a simple, we have a 15-year-old autistic child that is missing. And unfortunately, the best part about it is he has managed to do this without any evidence left behind whatsoever. That is the most unique aspect of this case.
Chris, same thing.
So it's a rather boring case. Yep, nothing to see here. And the best part about it is Sebastian has managed to leave no evidence or trace behind him. Even though I'm pretty sure, certain actually, in my opinion at least, that he would not know how to hide his tracks like that. Me too, Lil Red. Chris wants everyone to believe. Yes. So that's a little interesting if you ask me. That would be the worst part about it. Exactly, Brenda. That would be the worst part about it. That would be the most frustrating part about it. Thank you, Ginger. You know, him saying we got down and then laughs. Why is a brick wall in front of you trying to find your son? How is that funny? Doesn't make sense. Hold on. Oh, 1 second. So let's give me 1 second. And sorry. Trying to find something here.
And B, I've
Bear with
noticed
me.
that it seems like the common sense ideas that he went out the front door and with some motivation behind that, meaning that law enforcement says there's no foul play at this time or no sign of foul play. Is it possibly because you had cameras inside your house to protect your family and they saw him go, that camera saw him go out the front door?
To things about that nature, I do not disclose that information. One, because I don't have the clearance from law enforcement to discuss those things.
Mm-hmm.
But what we have discussed with law enforcement is kind of where that needs to be. Just one, for safety reasons for our house,
mm-hmm.
you know, and my wife and my daughter, and when Sebastian, one of those situations.
I completely understand that, right? It was a question that's been thrown around a lot.
People don't.
And B, I've noticed that it seems like the common sense ideas that he went out the front door and with some motivation behind that, meaning that law enforcement says there's no foul play at this time or no sign of foul play. Is it possibly because you had cameras inside your house to protect your family and they saw him go, that camera saw him go out the front door?
To things about that nature, I do not disclose that information. One, because I don't have the clearance from law enforcement to discuss those things. But what we have discussed with law enforcement is kind of where that needs to be.
Okay, sorry, guys.
Just
I had a
Notice.
I had a phone call I had to take. I apologize. Thank you, Mini Panthers. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Boring case that will be studied for years and years. Yes. His eyes, thank you so much for your super sticker, my darling. Really appreciate your darling. It's a HIPAA violation. HIPAA. Here, you want monkey ASMR? There we go. Can you hear it? How about that? How about that? You don't get monkey ASMR anywhere else. All right, let me listen to this.
That it seems like the common sense ideas that he went out the front door, and with some motivation behind that, meaning that law enforcement says there's no foul play at this time or no sign of foul play. Is it possibly because you had cameras inside your house to protect your family, and they saw him go? That camera saw him go out the front door.
If the camera saw him go out the front door, they would say he went out the front door. That they would say that there's evidence that he walked off on his own accord. They would have released the video. I think so as well. But there is nothing to suggest that he walked off on his own. Ow. Just not even a cent.
To things about that nature, I do not disclose that information. One, because I don't have the clearance from law enforcement to discuss those things. But what we have discussed with law enforcement is kind of where that needs to be. Just one, for safety reasons for our house, you know, and my wife and my daughter, and when Sebastian, one of those situations.
I completely understand that, right? It was a question that's been thrown.
Well, he asked a valid question to Chris there. That's a valid question. Do you have cameras inside? And he doesn't have a hard time saying no to things, but he wants, in my opinion, to create more confusion. You know, confusion is the absolute best thing for someone who, you know, perhaps that has not been named. I want to make that clear. But it's very good for suspects. The more confusion, the better. I can't say, right? If Sebastian would have walked out on his own, there's no reason why they wouldn't show that. If he was seen, if Sebastian was seen anywhere, there's no reason why they couldn't show that. You would think they would want you to see that. But I don't know. Did any cameras go missing? Oh, look at your little things. After the handoff at 3 a.m., in my opinion, Katie did a massive cleaning frenzy. So that interesting. Okay. So there was that one. There's that one. Don't forget, someone was out here at 3 a.m. Those lights kick on. Keeps them in the loop. Oh, I don't either. Not a chance. Not a chance. I think they may appease him and talk to him, and he may feel like he's in with them. But I don't believe for a second that he knows any more than we know. Just my opinion. Oh, that's what I want to show. Hold on. Let me go over here. This is very important that hindsight did.
Pay attention.
Where? Watch this. What did we not hear? Allegedly, there were actually. She got my lip. There were actually 2 different times, and I've got to study more on this, that was alleged car was seen in the early morning hours of February 26, 2024. Let's listen carefully.
You don't believe that those 3:10 a.m. lights were around 3:10 after 3 a.m. were trash truck lights.
Not only do I not believe it, but the neighbor that has the actual footage swore up and down that there are 2 different circumstances. There was the car with the lights coming towards the car backed up on Kellen and left.
That was approximately, there was a car that the lights coming toward the car then backed up on Kellen and left. That would have been at approximately 1 a.m. Let's continue.
And then about 2-ish hours, hour and a half, hour 42 something, they're like she said.
All right. So right here. Fact 3, then approximately 2 hours later, the car comes again. That would have been approximately 3 a.m. Let's continue.
Time stamp on the video is not working. It is stuck. She said, but you can tell because it's pitch black dark in the middle of the night when the car comes down the street, turns onto Stafford, sits there for about 3 to 5 minutes. The flashlights are coming from 2 different directions in between the yards. They do whatever they're doing around the car. The car backs up Kellen and leaves from Stafford.
All right. While parked on Stafford, the 2 lights allegedly moved toward the car, did whatever allegedly was occurring at the vehicle, then backed up onto Kellen and then left again. This would have been approximately 3:15 a.m.
I'm sorry, backs up Kellen and leaves. And then 2 or so hours later, as the sun is just beginning to come up, you can see the trash truck. And she said, but the trash truck goes past her driveway. She said, you can see the trash truck and the lights and the back of the truck go past her driveway, go up the hill, do its business, turn around, come back down. And then within a few minutes later, the sun is coming up. And then you can see Katie's car leave, Katie's car coming back. And then you can see all the police come in. She said, it's very obvious. So I asked her why the police are saying that that's trash truck. And she said, I don't know. I'm baffled.
I got something major to say about that. If the verbiage spoken is allegedly correct, then this would be interpreted as the following. Allegedly, on February 26, 2024, a car was parked at approximately 1 a.m. with the lights coming toward it. It then backed up on Kellen and left. The car then returns approximately 2 hours later at 3 a.m. It turned on Stafford and parked, rather. It turned on Stafford and parked. At that time, 2 light sources approached the vehicle, and after a few minutes, the vehicle backed up from Stafford onto Kellen and leaves again. What is y'all's thoughts on that? Thoughts on that? So, let me do this 1 second. Thank you so much, sweet mini Panthers, darling. Justin, wouldn't law enforcement take KP to see the video and asked who it was? What was handed off if they were taking this seriously? Allegedly, dog scanners, info, please. Of course, they may have. They may have. Or they may have not. You don't have to talk to the police. And it can't be held against you. I really don't know. I would think that would be a question, in my opinion. Right? But that doesn't, they can ask, but that you don't have to respond, and it can't be held against you. So there's that. Irony, you are so good to me, girl. How you going? How you going? Oh, she's coming up. She's coming up for a snack.
Here is more proof.
She's coming up for a snack because she's a monkey and she likes snacks. Eat your teething biscuit. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. If you received that, make sure you give our girl Irony a big thank you. We made it to 1,000. What? Y'all are fantastic. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you all so much. Okay. Let's have a chicken party.
Katie! Christopher! Katie! Christopher! Katie! Oh, Katie! Christopher!
What? Why are you looking at me like that? What you want? Don't look at me like that. I know this camera's on me right now, and I'm just going to pretend that it's not. Here we go. I'm just not going to look. It's annoying me because I know it's on me. I don't know. I might gaze back over. Look at there. I'm going to look out the corner of my eye and pretend I'm not looking, but I'm going to look.
And it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot, to Mr. Proudfoot, to Mr. Proudfoot.
And it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot, to Mr. Proudfoot, to Mr. Proudfoot.
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Proudfoot, what happened?
You asked, I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's Sebastian got in trouble, got caught lying. I had asked him, I said, hey, you got to have a punishment for this. And drive a diesel truck, Chevrolet.
2064 and a half.
Year?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's 2021, I think.
2064 and a half.
So
with a pet cat.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's a 2021, I think.
Snacks because he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because he's 15 and snacks.
Something that I believe we're pervy to. Something that I believe we're pervy to. Something that I believe we're pervy to.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
even a fly, and he's like,
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
even a fly, and he's like,
Thank you all so much for getting us to 1,000 thumbs up. That is amazing, y'all. Thank you all. You guys always pull it through. Always pull it through. Thank you all so very much. I cannot answer the phone at the moment, Miss Guidance. I don't have my phone here at the moment. I apologize. You can text me though, and I can see it from my computer. So if you text me, I can read it. That last. One second. One second. Sebastian. Okay. Gallatin has. Yeah, I don't think it's that hoodie at all. Sorry, y'all. I got so much. Okay. I don't know what that's about. Sorry, guys. I don't have my phone right now, so I can only take text at the moment. Look at Nick's comments. He be coming in to get Remy and taking her home with him. Oh, he likes Remy. Show her. She's eating me alive right now. She's wanting to play. Remy. She's seeing herself in the mirror. I mean, if I was as beautiful as her, I would. She wants to be close to me. You want Remy? You want your eating visit? Monkey ASMR. You got it in your mouth? Yeah. I think she's gained weight. She's definitely gained weight because I heard music and said, "What the hell? Turn on the screen and you're dancing with the monkey." Yes. Yes. Dancing with the monkey. That's the way we do it. That's the way we do it. Okay. Her face is getting more defined. Oh, thank you, Misty Moonlight. That's you in the mirror. I have a mirror on my desk, and she sees it. And she wants to climb on it. All right. Do we have... Oh, shit. Sorry. What time is my other live scheduled for? Okay. Yep. I'm going to have to go here shortly because I have another live scheduled with Remy. We have another live scheduled. And don't you go to sleep on me on that live. You've been here the entire time playing, so you can play on the live, right? Don't wear yourself out. Oh, I wondered what she would do when she looked in the mirror. That's so cute. Yes. Okay, look just better. The scanner thing. Hey, is ICU in here? Let me get ICU. We can talk about the scanner thing. So yesterday, they said that allegedly dog was in the area. I don't know. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. But I know dog is working very hard on this right now. And he's not going to stop. A lot of people's not going to stop. What are you dying to know, Mini Panthers? What part? What part? Ain't too many shoes. I'm not leaving just yet. What part are you dying to know? Why would a scanner see dogs in the area? I don't know. Nick, that's funny. Oh, she giving me kisses. Yes, we really appreciate Dog and Nick and At Night and Hong, rather. Sorry. She's been driving the boat the past couple of weeks. She really has. Never a dull moment on my channel. Never a dull moment. For membership to Justin's. Yep, they can drop the membership link, my dear. Yep, she's our mascot. No, you're not getting it, madam. You're not getting it. I'm not letting you go. They're clowns. She's always a clown. Definitely see why they call them a spider monkey. Yes. Yes. With just big old tail too. Just Jana, thank you so much for becoming a Pearl, my friend. Really do appreciate. Let's talk about Nick's clues today. I don't think it was a clue. Tara, I didn't get there today. I promise you, I have to go that way Monday. School starts back Monday and I go back to work Monday. So, I'm going to get all my packages in. It's an hour and a half away about. So, I'll get it. I promise. I promise. I know a lot of you are like, why ain't you got the package yet? It might be there, but I just haven't got. She's everywhere all the time. Yes, she is. She's definitely growing. I can tell the weight difference in her. I can tell she's getting heavier. I'm going to weigh her this evening, I think. Monkey's gone wild over there. Yes. The Adventure of Remy Pearl. Yes. That would be her. When I got her 3 weeks ago, she was much less, she was much more quieter. And she didn't get around as good. And she's really came a long way. CP will be a daddy in prison. Damn. In your opinion, Rule, in your opinion, he will be a daddy in prison, allegedly. You gotta say that. Are diapers easier now? Yes, much easier. Much easier. Today was the day she did the best with her bath out of all the days. So she gets about 2 baths a week. Sometimes 3. Just depends on how dirty she gets, or if she has like a blowout or something, you know what I mean? So it just depends on that. What do you mean, Lori? Can you see Nick changing a diaper? No. No, I can't. But he might. He might. I don't know. He would probably hire a nanny. He would hire a nanny to change the diapers. That's what he would do. Nick will get a nanny. Yeah, nanny. That's what I thought. Did you give her an espresso shot? No. She's just a monkey. Oh, you haven't seen espresso shot yet. When she's older, she will be literally climbing the ceilings. Literally hanging from the ceilings. Does the green shirt waving fit CP body image? What is your opinion on that, Nick? If you want to give an opinion on that. If you don't. She needs a jungle gym. She came in like a wrecking ball. Yes. Okay, I got you. I would say no, NH. No, not at all. No. I must have missed something. Dude can't sing it all. No, he can't. Edgar has put on weight since Sebastian was reported. He's put, yeah, a lot. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll be live in 15 minutes over on Remy's channel. Come join me over there. We'll watch her go crazy. She might be asleep by then, but we'll still be live. All right. I'm going to go weigh her. Nick will get Hong to change diapers. Hong is bougie. Oh, God, you scared me. Hong is bougie. Hong is not going to change. She has a channel. Yes. She does. She does. Live set for 15 minutes from now. I'll be live probably before that. So love you guys. Thank you for joining me. Great show. Really do appreciate it. You guys over there. Much love. Bye-bye.